This is me when I was like 18, living at home with my parents, black and purple bedroom, Metallica, Cradle of Filth posters, ESP LTD guitar, Metallica t-shirt, which I still have and I don't wear anymore because it's quite rare. But yeah, flashback to me when I was learning to play Metallica Master of Puppets, and I think I've only been playing for like 2 years here and I'm doing alright. The reason why I'm showing this is because clearly I've liked LTD and ESP for a while. For those of you who know, I recently went to Japan. I went to Japan in March of 2023 for my 35th birthday after waiting 5 years from the last time I went on my 30th birthday, and it was the 5th trip I ever had to Japan. And Japan is amazing. If you've not been, I absolutely encourage everyone to go. But one of the greatest things about going this time, other than going to Nintendo World and buying a guitar, as you may have seen in another video I posted, I got to visit the ESP custom shop in Osaka. Now I've been to the ESP custom shop in Osaka before. It was different because this time they had like a metal museum and they had famous guitars from famous people in the shop. The main reason I went there, as you'll see in the video, is because they had Metallica guitars. Now this, for any guitar fan or any Metallica fan, is an absolute dream come true. Now I didn't get to touch them, I didn't get to play them, I didn't get to hold them at all, but I got to see them in the flesh and I got to take photos and some video. Didn't film enough, I don't think. Took loads of photos though, so I will just overlay them in this video. So I'm just going to talk and include some footage from when I was there. As you'll see at the beginning here, I'm just going to kind of narrate over what's going on. So even though I've been before, I still kind of forgot where it was. I was using Google Maps and I still was a bit like, I swear it's around here somewhere, and I was using my muscle memory of my bearings and I was still wrong. I was still unsure of actually where it was. So I had to use the maps in order to follow it around. So I was trying to do a whole artsy thing of like, ooh, I'm going to turn a corner and there it is. And then I was like, oh, it's not there. But it's this corner, hooray! So there's 2 entrances into ESP Osaka if you are ever going to go there. It's kind of near the train station, but it's a bit of a walk. And it's near Kiddieland. As you see, there's an awesome shop vestibule type thing with some vending machines and people smoking and eating and that kind of thing. And at this point I'm still like, oh, I swear it was there. Oh no, it's closed. And then obviously I was just in the wrong bit. I think it's the next bit coming up here. So as you see, there it is. There is the ESP logo and the shop. And then I think I was like, oh, you can't get in this way. So there isn't 2 entrances, there's actually only 1 entrance. Maybe that's what orders only. But you can't get in this side, so you have to go around the other side. So then I had to stop and go, hang on a minute, I don't know where it is. There's me, pointing, not sure where it is, going through here, and then, ta-da! We're at the other side of the shop. Here is the shop front. So this bit takes you into one bit, this bit is separated by 2 separate stores. One has like the Edwards stuff and the other one is the ESP custom shop. Here, as you can see, is the custom shop. Here's some wood selections. Now, what you may not know is that pretty much anyone can walk into an ESP custom shop and order a custom. Other companies like Ibanez and some other ones, you have to be an endorsed artist in order to even order one. Not even just get one for free, actually just to be able to order one. Whereas I was surprised the first time I went that in Japan, people were just walking in and filling out forms and saying, I want this wood and I want this 6-string and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, here's a list of, as you see in the video, I'll press play again for myself. Here are some things that people have been building. Here are some examples. Here are some woods that you can choose from. Some colour, stains and that kind of stuff. And then in a sec, we'll get to my favourite area. So here is the mini ESP museum that they had on the left. And then we'll get to my favourite bit. So this is the other store. This is where the Edwards stuff is. So for those of you who don't know, again, Edwards is actually kind of like the LTD of Japan. The shop was full of these guitars. They're all awesome prices as well as awesome kind of designs and stuff. Some of these I've never even seen before because again, Edwards isn't really made for the rest of the world. It's only really made for Japan. But as you see here, like an EM2, the Edwards M2, that's basically just the M2 model that they made years and years ago and now still make, but the Edwards is the cheaper version. I don't think LTD make an M2 version, I think it's only ESP that do that. Some awesome basses, some really cool short scale stuff. Again, if you've never been before, I recommend you go. Here we have the reason why I went here in the first place. James Hetfield's elk guitar. So I didn't know, again, this elk guitar is actually pyrography, which is like wood burning, where you burn it and you burn the design into it. So I was chatting to the guy who designs it to ask him a bit more about it, and as you can see here, it's not painted on. As you can see, it clearly is wood, and you can see all the lacquer and the varnish has come off, and the fretboard has got the barbed wire on it. There's a picture of James there, but it's not a picture of him actually playing it. The ESP logo is even wood burnt into it as well. It's quite close to the end of the headstock. I want to know initially, answer in the comment section below if you know, was the guitar already made? Was it like a black guitar and then they customized it, or did they sell it to Dino? Did they send it to Dino even specifically for him to kind of artwork all over it? I think I asked him and I don't remember if he answered, but I think someone said online that they'd seen or posted a picture of James playing an Explorer that was black that had the barbed wire on it, and then it got sent away and then got changed. But again, that could have just been like a prototype, I'm not sure. And then here is the Kirk Hammett ESP, which is kind of, I assume, modelled after the Gibson Flying V that he had, similar to the signature he now has, but it has a Floyd Rose and EMGs and a cool white pickguard. Then they had some cool stuff from Slayer and Deftones and Alexi Laiho from Children of Bodom, rest in peace. And it was an absolutely amazing experience. I wanted to go back again. Some of the pictures I took I don't think were good enough quality, so I had to take some more, but I really wanted to push my luck and ask them, hey, can I touch it or play it? But even if I did, I know they wouldn't have let me film it or take any pictures, so in some ways it's kind of a waste for you guys because I wouldn't be able to show you. But yeah, just being around it, being next to James's guitar was pretty immense. The other guitars they have in here are awesome as well. I played a few of them. I played that, the Kirk Hammett KH2 I think, which was like 550,000 yen, which is quite a lot of money. And the ESP Snakebites were awesome as well. I also went to the one in Tokyo, which I've posted a video about already, but you can see here there's a huge collection in the Osaka store as well. So yeah, that was my experience at the ESP custom shop in Osaka. It was amazing. Like the video if you enjoyed this footage, because I've got quite a lot more, so I can always post some more. Comment down below, let me know what you think of the selection in the store, and were you blown away by the Metallica guitars as much as I was? Yeah, I really enjoyed it. If I ever go back to Osaka custom shop again, I don't think they'll have anything like this again, but they do sometimes rotate the James Hetfield and Kirk Hammett guitars around the world, and they go to like Hiroshima and Nagoya and all those kind of places. So if I go back again next year, which I'm planning on it, hopefully they'll have another one, but I doubt it. I'd love to see the Evolve for Man one or the White Explorers. Those would be quite cool. And then also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, because I post more content like this all the time, and then if you ring the bell, you'll be notified of when I do so. Thank you everybody, and I'll see you guys very soon.